Today we'll tackling the first request of the channel, a grenade launcher for a top-down shooter in Godot. We'll walk through setting up the player, the very grenades and explosions mechanics, so you can customize it however you like. Let's get started. First we'll create the player scene, which is our grenade launcher. For this, I've used a character body 2D, perfect for handling movement and interactions. Next, I added a sprite 2D with a triangle shape. This is just for this example, and everyone can have their custom player. For the hitbox, I added a collision polygon 2D. You can use a collision shape 2D if you want to. I've also added another sprite 2D a few pixels to the left of the player, so when our grenades spawn, there will be no hitbox overlapping. In the inspector panel, I've set the motion mode to floating, which is ideal for top-down games like this. It allows smooth movement without gravity, just what we need. Now, onto the script that controls the player. This script handles movement, aiming, and firing. Here's a quick overview. Movement is handled using move and slide combined with input.getVector, which grabs the arrow key of WASD input for smooth movement. The player aims at the mouse position using look at get global mouse position. Firing the grenade happens when we press the trigger action, mapped to the mouse click. When the player shoots, the grenade is spawned at the target's position, rotated to match the player's aim, and we add it to the main scene with call deferred to avoid any issues during physics updates. As you can see, the player moves smoothly with WASD and the aiming follows the mouse. So far, so good. Next, let's create the grenade scene. I've used a static body 2D for the grenade, as we want it to interact with the environment but not respond to player input. The grenade has a sprite 2D that looks like a ball. This can be whatever you like, it's totally customizable. A collision shape 2D for the hitbox, another sprite 2D for the explosion effect, and an area 2D node with a circular collision shape 2D for the explosion's damage area. To make the grenade behave more realistically, I created a physics material and set the bounce to 0.5. This gives it more bounciness when it hits walls. Also, since we are in a top-down view, I set the gravity scale to 0. Lastly, for the explosion timing, I added a timer node and set it to 4 seconds with auto start enabled. Now let's check out the grenade's script. Here's what's happening. On spawn, we need the grenade's position and rotation based on the player's aim. We apply a central impulse to launch the grenade forward with a specific velocity. The impulse is rotated based on the direction of the player. After 4 seconds, the time triggers the explosion, which disables the grenade's movement, hides the grenade's sprite, and shows the explosion's visual effect. The explosion uses the area 2D node for detecting anything in range. After a short delay, the grenade is removed from the scene. To finish up, I created a scene named main and added our player scene as a child. Now we have a fully functioning grenade launcher. The player can move with WASD, aim with the mouse, and shoot grenades that explode after a few seconds. And there you have it, a simple but effective grenade launcher setup for a top-down game in Godot. This is just a basic example, but you can customize the sprites, hitboxes, or even a more complex grenade behavior like bouncing off enemies or adding damage logic. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss future tutorials. If you have any more requests, drop them down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Peace!